The African Renaissance Monument is a tall bronze statue located in Dakar, Senegal. It symbolizes Africa's rebirth, progress, unity, and reclaiming its identity after colonialism. I had a layover in Dakar, Senegal, during which my flight with Air Senegal got cancelled, and so I decided to go see for myself what this controversial bronze statue is about. My layover went from being 4 hours to over 24 hours, and so I paid a private driver to drive me to the city from the hotel so I could see the monument and do some shopping in Dakar, Senegal. To get to the monument, you have to climb 198 steps. It is definitely a workout, but there are benches on the side for people to take a break if they need to. Personally, I enjoyed the hike to the monument because the steps are a place for people to hang out. You see couples, you see young men and women just hanging out. So for me, it was a great opportunity to people watch. There is a fee to get into the monument, and when you pay the fee, you take an elevator up to the head of the man where you can see panoramic views of the city, take pictures or videos like I did. Dakar is really pretty, and the panoramic views from the head of the monument are definitely worth the visit. Also, it's very cool seeing the woman from the head of the man. The views of the Atlantic Ocean were simply breathtaking. At the entrance, when buying a ticket to get into the monument, you have two options. You could either stop at the elevator or go into the museum, and I opted for the second. The museum offers displays on African art, culture, and history, and is also definitely worth a visit. The African Renaissance Monument is controversial for a number of reasons, but it's still popular. It receives about 140 to 200,000 visitors every year. Despite the crowds that day, I strategically maneuvered the crowds so that I could get some empty-ish footage of the museum. I love museums and try to get in a visit to a museum on my travels. I'm very glad that I did this because this was such a cool museum to visit. Very unique. And of course, the tallest monument in the whole of Africa. This art piece had actual keys as part of the art, which is why I zoomed in on it. I also love the colors and the meta effect of the door just going in. This is a 360-degree time lapse of me walking around the whole of the monument after my tour. The driver and I exchanged WhatsApp contacts, and he agreed to wait for me around the city as I did the tour of the monument. After I finished, I simply sent him a text message. He picked me up, took me around, I did some shopping, and then I headed back to the hotel. It's always cool to see the architecture in a new place of the world, so I recorded some of the sights. It's amazing to see how similar to each other various African countries are, and also how different they are from each other. The sounds of the languages might be different, but the roads remain the same. I loved how open and vast Dakar felt. And also the heat. I loved how hot it was. That was my jam. What kind of shopping did I do, you may ask? Well, I went to various markets and did some shopping for myself, family, and friends. I bought some African print fabrics, I bought a djembe, and I bought a mud cloth. I've always wanted to have a mud cloth, and I jumped at the opportunity to get myself a mud cloth. Made in Senegal. I was quite impressed to see how efficient the tolls were on the roads in Dakar, Senegal. I don't know how it is elsewhere in this country, but that was impressive to me. I would have loved to visit some baobab trees on this trip, but I didn't get the chance to. So, another time, inshallah. Thank you for watching. Things to write home about. Until the next video, bye-bye.